Eswatini, a small but fascinating kingdom in Africa, is world famous for its unique reed dance festival, where over 50,000 young women in traditional attire gather, attracting visitors from across the globe. Could this be your ideal paradise? But there's so much more to discover here. Did you know Eswatini boasts a type of water that visitors claim tastes extraordinary? Or that its cities, although geographically close, offer lifestyles that are completely different from one another? Why do these contrasts exist in such a tiny country? From its vibrant traditions to its intriguing mysteries, Eswatini is full of surprises. Let's dive into today's journey and uncover the wonders and secrets of life in this captivating land. Eswatini, often overshadowed by its larger neighbors, is the second smallest country in mainland Africa after the Gambia. Its total area is just 17,364 square kilometers, making it about 5,000 square kilometers larger than the Gambia. Despite its small size, Eswatini is a landlocked country surrounded by South Africa and Mozambique, with which it maintains close ties. These relationships are vital for trade, security, and cultural exchange. Eswatini shares a particularly strong bond with Mozambique, rooted in history and proximity. The two nations collaborate on regional issues, and Mozambique has even been a refuge for Swazis during times of political unrest. Interestingly, Eswatini reciprocates this goodwill by hosting refugees, including those from Mozambique. Over the years, Eswatini has opened its doors to Mozambican refugees fleeing civil conflicts, showcasing its humanitarian spirit and regional solidarity. One might wonder, how does such a small nation manage to play a meaningful role in refugee support? Eswatini's approach stems from its commitment to peace and cooperation within southern Africa. Refugee camps exist, although on a smaller scale compared to larger African nations. The country's ability to balance its limited resources while maintaining warm ties with neighbors is remarkable. Eswatini may be small, but its significance in fostering regional unity and providing sanctuary for those in need speaks volumes. Could its peaceful charm and strategic partnerships be the secret to its resilience in the heart of Africa? What do you think about this? Let us know in the comment below. Eswatini is a land of breathtaking mountains and rolling hills. Its terrain is mainly mountainous, with the majestic Mlembe standing as its highest peak at an impressive 1,862 meters above sea level. The country's diverse landscapes create a climate that varies across regions. Temperatures in Eswatini can range from a cool 10 degrees Celsius in the highlands during winter to a warm 35 degrees Celsius in the lowlands during summer. While Eswatini is the second smallest country in mainland Africa by area, it doesn't rank as the second smallest in population. Djibouti, for instance, has a lower population despite its larger size. But what about Swaziland? For decades, Eswatini was known as Swaziland, a name given during colonial times. It was derived from King Mswati II, one of the country's most influential leaders. However, in 2018, the name was officially changed to Eswatini, meaning Land of the Swazis in the local Siswati language. The change wasn't just symbolic. It reflected a desire to reclaim the nation's cultural identity and move away from its colonial past. Why, you might ask, was this so important? Many locals felt the old name created confusion with Switzerland and didn't represent their rich heritage. Did you know there are countries without official capitals? But Eswatini goes one step further. It has two capitals, each serving a unique purpose and reflecting two very different lifestyles. This fascinating arrangement is rare and deeply rooted in the country's culture and governance. The administrative capital, Mbabane, is a bustling urban hub tucked in the cool, mountainous region of the Highveld. Known for its government offices and modern infrastructure, it represents the country's progress and efficiency. Life here feels fast-paced, with people busy managing the political and administrative affairs of the nation. In stark contrast, Lobamba is the spiritual and cultural heart of Eswatini. As the traditional capital, it's home to the royal family and the sacred grounds of the monarchy. Lobamba hosts grand ceremonies like the famous Reed Dance and the Nkwala Festival, which attract thousands of locals and visitors. Life here feels more traditional, deeply tied to the rhythms of Swazi culture, heritage, and history. So why two capitals? It's all about balance. Mbabane reflects Eswatini's push for modernization and global relevance. while Lobamba preserves its deep-rooted traditions and royal identity. This dual capital system creates an intriguing blend of lifestyles, one steeped in heritage, the other looking toward the future. Eswatini may be small, but its two capitals tell a story of unity in diversity, a country that proudly holds on to its past while embracing the present. Eswatini stands out as one of the few countries in the world that still maintains an absolute monarchy, where the king has full authority over the nation. King Mswati III, who has ruled since 1986, holds ultimate power, making all significant decisions without needing parliamentary approval. While the country struggles with poverty, many citizens live on less than $2 a day, the king is known for his extravagant lifestyle, which has drawn international criticism. King Mswati III owns private jets, a fleet of luxury cars, including Rolls-Royces, lavish palaces, and is said to live a life of opulence. He is also known for showering his wives with expensive gifts, such as designer clothing, luxury cars, and even mansions. Speaking of wives, King Mswati has 15, a number that originates from a fascinating cultural tradition. Every year, the kingdom hosts the Umhlanga, or Reed Dance Festival, one of the most unique and controversial events in the world. Held in August or September, the festival gathers over 50,000 young unmarried women, all dressed in traditional attire. The purpose? To celebrate chastity, unity, and culture, and for the king to potentially select a new wife. Women sing, dance, and present wreaths to the Queen Mother in a symbolic act of loyalty. The event has gained international attention, often referred to as the largest wife selection festival in the world, while international men are invited for this event to find twice for them. King Mswati III does not choose a wife every year, but when he does, it becomes a major event. The last woman chosen in 2019 was Siphelele Mashwama, the daughter of a prominent minister. This practice, though rooted in tradition, has sparked debates about modernization, women's rights, and the role of monarchy in Eswatini's future. Imagine this: you could have the chance to marry a stunning and accomplished woman, or at least someone in a high-ranking position. But don't think you're the only one with this dream. Men from across the globe, from locals to international visitors, share the same hopes. The Umhlanga Festival isn't just about the king choosing a wife. It's also an opportunity for other men to connect with women who are part of this grand event. Many young women leave the festival feeling joyful, even if they aren't selected by the king. For some, the spotlight and celebration are enough, while others may have their own reasons for participating. Some women who don't meet the requirements to continue the 8-day ceremony shift their focus. Instead of aiming for royal attention, they look to foreign men for a chance at something new. The reasoning is simple. If I wanted a Swazi man, I wouldn't be here in the first place. For these women, the idea of exploring life outside Eswatini often feels more exciting than becoming another wife in the king's growing family. And for visitors, the festival isn't just a cultural experience. It might even offer the opportunity to forge unexpected connections. So what about you? Would you want to attend the world's largest and most intriguing wife selection festival? Share your thoughts. We'd love to hear them. If you've ever dreamed of marrying a girl from Eswatini, you might want to think twice, because love here comes with a hefty price tag. Even the king, after selecting his queen at the Grand Reed Dance Festival, is expected to provide her with extravagant gifts, including a palace and a Rolls-Royce. For locals, the price may not be as flashy, but it's still steep, and it's paid in cattle, specifically Nguni cattle, the same type you see on the Lamborghini logo. But don't underestimate these cows. They hold deep cultural significance in Eswatini. Cattle are symbols of peace, wealth, and status in this kingdom. An adult cow weighs around 500 to 600 kilograms, 100 to 1,300 pounds, and with an average price of $17 per kilogram, a single cow can cost between $900 and $1,200. Now here's the catch. To get married, you'll need between 15 and 50 cows as a bride price, depending on her family's status. And if you've set your sights on a princess, be prepared to break the bank. Her bride price could soar to as many as 300 cows, which translates to well over $200,000. Marriage here isn't just about love. It's a serious investment. So are you ready to pay the price for love in Eswatini? Or would the thought of hundreds of cows leave you running for the hills? The choice is yours. Getting around Eswatini offers a mix of options, each with its own charm and quirks. Minibus taxis are the most common and affordable choice, costing as little as $50 to $2 per ride, depending on the distance. These taxis are often crowded, but provide an authentic local experience. For a more comfortable journey, private taxis are available, but they're pricier, averaging $10 to $20 per trip. Buses also connect major towns, costing $1 to $5. Renting a car is ideal for exploring the countryside, starting at $40 per day. Options may be basic, but they're enough to navigate this beautiful kingdom. Eswatini's tap water is surprisingly safe to drink, and many visitors even say it tastes better than bottled water. Why? The country's water comes from natural springs and rivers in the pristine mountains, where pollution is minimal. The high-altitude sources keep the water clean and fresh, giving it a unique, crisp taste. What makes it even better is how Eswatini maintains its water quality. The government prioritizes water treatment, using advanced filtration systems to remove impurities while preserving the minerals that give it its refreshing flavor. Local communities also play a role in protecting these water sources by avoiding activities that might contaminate them, like farming near the rivers. So whether you're drinking it straight from the tap in the city or enjoying it in the countryside, Eswatini's water stands out for its purity and flavor, a hidden gem for any traveler.